There are 4 hidden survival strategies that every high achiever runs. Are you falling into one or maybe multiple of these categories? So first, there's the performer, which is basically if I perform well, I'll be valued. And so this probably came about because you experienced conditional love growing up. You got praise when you were achieving, there were high expectations, you were compared to your siblings, and you were probably emotionally distant from your parents. The dominant emotion that's running underneath all of this is fear and hurt. So you were worried that you weren't enough. You were afraid of being hurt. You didn't want to disappoint others. So now that's perfectionism as an adult. It's overworking. It's not able to rest. Imposter syndrome. You can't take a nap. Externally, you might be very admired. People see you as very driven. But internally, you feel like it's never enough. So you have this hidden understanding that if I don't perform, I won't be valued. So basically, your identity is the performer, your superpower is drive, but then your hidden cost is burnout. Okay, what's the second strategy? The controller. So what is a controller about? Your core unconscious decision is if I stay in control, I will be safe. You usually grew up in a really chaotic household. That unpredictability could have been emotional volatility, financial instability. It could have been sudden punishment or unreliable caregivers. Your adult pattern now is anxiety when things change, hyper planning. You micromanage, you want to control the environment. Externally, you're very organized, you're highly competent, you're strategic. Internally, you feel completely different. You are in this constant state of tension. So controller, your superpower, competence. The hidden costs that you deal with, anxiety. Okay, the next one, the pleaser. Your core unconscious decision is if people are happy with me, then I will be loved. There was a lot of conflict avoidance, and then the children became the peacekeepers. The adult patterns that you're now going through are people-pleasing, fear of disappointing others. You might say yes too often, you have difficulty setting boundaries. Externally, you're warm, supported, liked by everyone. Internally, you're carrying a heck of a lot of resentment and exhaustion. So the hidden programming that you're running is, if I hurt someone, they'll reject me. Okay, so the pleaser, your superpower, likability. What is the hidden cost? Resentment. Okay, the last hidden programming, lone wolf. And what does this mean? You learn that safety equals self-reliance. I can only rely on me. Your childhood environment may have been filled with emotional neglect, unreliable caregivers. You might have experienced betrayal or abandonment. You learn that dependence is dangerous, so your dominant emotions are hurt and sadness. As an adult, you might be extremely independent. You have a difficult time asking for help. There might be emotional distance, even if other people perceive you as close, and you have a hard time trusting. Externally, you're really strong, you're really capable, you appear really confident. Internally, you feel very isolated, and so the hidden belief is that if I rely on others, I will get hurt. So the lone wolf, your superpower is independence. What's the hidden cost? Okay, so here's the thing about all of these is that you learn to monetize your wounds. You might be experiencing a very lucrative prison right now. These patterns help you win in the external world, but now they are your ceilings and they are blocking your internal freedom. What would it feel like if you were a performer who moved from my value has to be rooted in proving myself to being able to say, my value is inherent. I am inherently worthy and performance is just an expression. What would it feel like if you were the controller? So instead of having to control everything, you can show up creatively with choice. For the pleaser, what if you went from I have to make everybody else happy to I also have value and I can also experience enjoyment? So if you're saying any of these things, I need to do better, I should be further ahead, I hate uncertainty, I need to do things right. Those are indicating that you have a certain identity strategy that's running the system, and you can upgrade and update the system. Entrepreneurs are often performer and controller. Leaders are often performers and pleasers. Founders can also be the lone wolf and the controller. So the key thing underpinning all of these strategies is I am not safe being myself. Variations of this are who I am is not enough. I must change who I am to be loved. I can't trust the world, or I have to protect myself. Remember that these strategies were installed so early when your brain just needed to figure out a way to survive the environment that you were in. But now, as an adult, you move from behavior to identity. So now you say, Well, I'm a high achiever. I'm a people person. I'm super independent. I'm very driven. Those are all survival programs. If you want to live differently, if you want to experience a different way to engage in the world that comes from a very centered, purpose-driven place of inner peace, then click on the link in my bio. You'll be able to figure out what strategies are currently running the show, and then you're going to gain some insights on how to start shifting them. When you make the unconscious conscious, things begin to change.